time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BF Goodrich HD Terrain Tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Your locally owned Bill Alexander Ford has the vehicles you want. F-Series, Bronco, Expedition, Edge, Explorer, Escape, and Ranger. And try our mobile service for light maintenance. We will come to you. For a difference you can count on, visit us in person or go to BillAlexanderFord.com.
Rev up your savings at 4 Wheel Parts during our Endless Summer Sales Event. We've got month-long deals happening now. Get the perfect combo and save $100 when you bundle tires and wheels. Upgrade your ride to the next level and save $250 when you bundle wheels, tires, and suspension. Save up to $700 on Morimoto when you purchase with their trade-in program. Don't miss these limited time offers. Visit 4 Wheel Parts and gear up for your next adventure.
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
It's pretty simple. You want to win races, put KMCs on your truck.
3, 2, 1. Here we go, the first 2 cars heading on the line right now. Now we have a marker coming to the finish line.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here once again. It is 1 o'clock, and today we are bringing you guys your KMC Wheels coverage of the Casey Folks Vegas to Reno race, the Best in the Desert race. First race they've had in a while, so good to see Best in the Desert get back to racing. I know everybody was stoked to have another big U.S. race and be able to go racing in Nevada. So it's been a pretty good race so far. Not much has happened yet. We did just get an update that BJ Baldwin is out with a blown engine. So bummer for BJ and Kyle Kraft there. But they are out of the race with a blown engine. So at least our tracking, we don't have to worry about them on the tracking anymore since their tracker wasn't working. But it's a bummer for them to be out this early in the race with a blown engine. So that's what happened to the number 1. If you guys are wondering about BJ Baldwin, that is an update for you guys right there. I also got some split times, a couple split times that we'll be talking about in a minute. But let's go look at the bikes. So the bikes started early this morning, and they are all the way to the pit 12, to the Top Gun pit. This is the last time when it crosses the 95 right here, the major 95. It crosses again over here in Weeks, but that's a little bit smaller of a road. You can't get from here to here in times when you're chasing, so you have to have 2 different pit crews, one here and then one here, because it's really hard to try to come all the way around here and get back here from Top Gun. So you need at least 2 chase trucks to do Vegas to Reno. Can't do it with just one, at least in any of the fast classes. So the N7 is your lead bike, Danny Cooper. They are running out front. They've been out front every time we've looked. The N1 has caught up a little bit, though, on the tracker, it looks like. They have gained a little bit. This looks a little closer to me, this gap, than it was last time, and they both updated within about a minute, so that's a pretty accurate gap right there. So the N7 and the N1 have a bit of a race going at the end. Remember, it depends on corrected time too. So this is going to be interesting to see. The N55 is running in third. Behind them, we have the N3 just clearing pit 11, the Rawhide pit. That's kind of a tough pit to get to because you got to get down off the highway and get to it. Then on our Ironman, we have our first Ironman right here, J85 CJ. He's been in front for a while, and then right behind him we have the P23. They're making up some time here. So the P23 in the Open 30 class, or over 30, I guess, right? Is it over 30 Pro? That's what O30P stands for, probably. I'm not too good with all the bike stuff. I know the truck stuff better, so I'm gonna guess it's over 30 Pro. That's your leader, P23. Second place in the Ironman is back over here in Gabs right now. So Zachary looks like he's in second place. I think there's only one there. Yeah, there's only one dot there. And then the P13 back here. Class 3, look at this class. This class is the best race of the bike class that we've seen today. So we have Dustin Bluth here in the 303. And then he's actually, look, he's right behind now, it looks like, the 337. So both these guys are within like a mile of each other. So this is really good racing. And then right back here, the 302 is not too far behind them. So this is anyone's race in the class 3, that's for sure. This is gonna come down to the end. So this is a good race. And then look, there's 4 more of them right back here. So a lot of bikes close together in the class 3 class at the end here. So it looks like there might be a couple different classes because, see, this says Open Expert. So between 300 and 350, and then over 350 is different. But these are all in that same one. So, yeah, so this is the Open Expert, I assume, is what it is, Open E. Good race in the Open Expert class going on. They have about 120, 140 miles to go there. All right, look at all these bikes and quads here. Now we're going to come back down to the cars and trucks and find our leaders that are getting mixed in. They are about to start catching some bikes. So you can see they've had pretty clean air since the start. They haven't caught anybody yet, except for these ones that were grayed out, which is either they were crashed earlier, or they were broken, or they were out of the race, or something happened. So they are about to start catching moving bikes, which is going to be right here. So like the 0999 and the 075. These guys, like a shit show, no show. I like that team name. That's a good team name there. So the 075, the 0347, these guys, if you guys know any of these guys, you're on their team or you got contact, let them know there's going to be some fast trucks coming up behind them within the next 20 minutes or so, probably. These guys are Ryan Arciero is out front. We got Justin Lofton in second. That's your top 2. Then we got Adam Householder in third, and then Robert Johnson here in fourth. We have the 37 is going to be stopped in the Tonopah pit. That is Tracy Poole is going to be stopped there. So that is that's a look at your leaders in the TT class. I'm trying to keep you guys updated on some splits. So at mile 190 right here at the Tonopah pit, we had, let me see, getting some updates. Thanks to Brian, BJ Butcher with Vora, giving me some updates. He was in the Tonopah pit. So it was Householder. Let me see, where was it? So, all right, here's split times for you guys right here. We had the 32, Ryan Arciero, first through the Tonopah pit. And then we had 3 minutes and 30 seconds back to the 41. So the 41 was 3 minutes and 30 seconds back right here. And then it was the 24, and they were 5 minutes back. So it was the 24 was next, as we can see right here. That matches up with that. And then we had 6 minutes back from Householder was the 12. So 6 from Householder was the 12. So that puts him about, what is that, 15 minutes or so back. And then, let's see, Johnson and Poole both stopped in the pit. He said so. We had the 12 stopped in Tonopah, and so did Poole. We just saw them at 0. Ryan Arciero, Justin Lofton, and Adam Householder did not stop in that pit. They went straight through that pit. So that's what happened there. And Poole was 6 minutes back of the 12. So the 37 was 6 of there. So we had 6 and 6 there back from each other. The 12 from the 24 was 6 minutes, and then it was 6 minutes from the 12 to the 37. So that's what's going on right now at the leaders in the TT class, the trick truck class. So that's an update. Thanks, BJ, for those split times. Now, the 27, Steve Olagus, well, I'm trying to find, there we go, the 127. This is the one to watch, because if we go look at our split times, check it out. Once they come through, let me change this back to the trick trucks. All right, So only 3 are through mile 200 right now, and this is on corrected time. But watch when the 127 comes through here, because look, go back to mile 150. He was actually in third place, it looks like. Yeah, third place was Jonathan Brenthal with Kyle Jurgensen driving the 127 at mile 150. Let's see if he's going to be in third again here, or if he's made up any time or lost any time. So once he comes through 200 in a little bit here, we'll have a better split for you. But you can see on corrected time, Justin Lofton is actually winning this race by almost 3 minutes over Ryan Arciero. So Justin Lofton started back in qualifying a few spots, and let me see, where did he actually start? I'm going to look on my paper. So he started third. So if they started 2 minutes apart, that means he was 4 minutes back off the start. So Justin Lofton just has to finish within 4 minutes of Ryan Arciero physically, and he wins. So right now, he's got that covered. You can see right here, he's actually winning by about 2.5 minutes on time right now. Justin Lofton is. So Ryan's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. And his pits are going to let him know, it's a long race. He's getting split times in the pit. The Herbst boys are there. One of the, some of the best pit teams out there. They're getting split times, everybody. They're doing the math just like, this sheet is. And they're going to say, hey, Ryan, you're actually getting beat on time right now by 2.5 minutes. So he's going to have to know. He's going to have to pick it up a bit. Then you can see Adam Householder in third. He is about 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes back from the lead right now. And that is Adam driving. He's going to drive to mile 300, where Pat Dean is going to get in the truck. So that's what's going on there. So let's see. Connor will be getting in the 27 TT if the truck stays together. Yeah, so it's good. There's going to be a few driver changes halfway through this race around mile 300. It sounds like there's going to be some people changing. So we'll keep an eye on everybody. And let's see. Somebody said, what are you guys saying here? Why was BJ so far back in qualifying? He hit a massive rock, like a big, almost like a boulder, and got a flat tire. The rim got stuck on the hub, didn't want to come off, so it was a long tire change. So if you get a flat tire in qualifying, you're kind of screwed anyways because it's so short. So he had to start all the way in the back. The 127 also had a problem in qualifying. They DNF'd qualifying, so they were the very last one to start because they DNF'd qualifying. So actually, they would start in front of anybody that didn't qualify, but still, I think almost everybody qualified in the TT class. So they had to start very far in the back, too. That's why we have to keep an eye on them throughout the day. You can see that the 27 has already passed quite a few people. He's in, what is that, sixth maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's in seventh physical right now, and he started, in the low 20s, or the high 20s, I should say. So 127's already made up quite a bit of time today. So keep an eye on them throughout the day. Let's go look at the spec truck class. We don't have to go back too far. So Brent Fox started up first, and then he's still first. Then we have Justin Blauer. I think he started second, I believe. Fox is going to still be in front of him when it updates. Just wait for it to update. That one hasn't updated in 2 minutes. But really close between Fox and Blauer physically. Then the 6134, Travis Pecoy doing really good job. He's been holding down that third place spot physically the last couple times we've checked. So pretty good job, Travis Pecoy. Jason Coleman having a good run also. So the 6192 running fourth, it looks like right now, physical. Then there's a gap. So it looks like these are our front runners for today. And then we got kind of a gap back here to the 6127 Jack Olagus, the 6116, 6184. Let's try to find class 10. Look at this. All your class 10s are basically right there. That's like the whole class. So we have Dean Wheeler is first. Nick May is showing as second. And then it could be either Cole Potts or Peter in the 1080, just depending on when they update there. You can see, okay, Cole Potts just jumped back up, but he hasn't updated since 309, which was 5 minutes ago. So he might actually be in front of Cole Potts when it updates. So regardless, they're going to be third and fourth. And then the 1011 and then the 1060 Ted Baker back here. So that is that's a look at what's going on right there. I believe this is Matt Helton driving right here, right? I think we found that out earlier. This is Matt Helton driving the first couple hundred miles or something. So Helton looks like he's doing okay, holding it down there in fourth or so. Any other classes? We got a bunch of classes with 1 and 2 cars in it. Let's go find the Turbo UTVs and the Pro UTVs. I'm going to try to see if anybody are up here. Okay, so we have Bruce Bingquist was down. He was stopped for a bit earlier. He was stopped at mile 47, it looked like, or 27. somewhere around there. He was stopped early for a few minutes, and they got going again, and he's moving again. So it doesn't look like anybody had passed him, right? It's hard to see some of these numbers. It looks like he's still out front. So he was stopped for a bit, but nobody got around him because it looks like second place is right here. Braden Baker, I believe he qualified second, so he's still in second right there. Then it comes back to right here, the T808, AJ Jones. All right, so cool. AJ Jones looks like he's probably leading as the Pro Turbo class, or actually, this is Pro Turbo, huh? The Binquist car is such like a mixture of stuff. I don't even know how that thing fits in the Pro Turbo class anymore with the shocks it has and everything. I guess none of it's against the rules. It just I always think it's in the open class because of how modified that car is. So he's actually ahead in the Turbo class, and then that would mean that AJ Jones was in second. And then the 4600 cars here, H51. So that's the Trophy Unlimited. Okay, so Best in the Desert changed all these classes before this race, and like the letters make no sense to me. I made a post about it, and none of this makes sense. Like, why is the Trophy Unlimited an H car? I don't know. So whatever. Every organization out there has a different freaking number and a different class name for all these UTV classes, and it's really annoying, and it makes no sense, and nobody can follow this. I mean, I didn't even know this is the H, the open class apparently. So the 2977 is also in that class. They didn't have to change their numbers yet. So this is totally screwed up today with the way you have to track things. The 2977 is in the same class as the H25. So they're both in the same class, just the numbers don't match at all. And then the H51 is in the same class. That makes sense. So that's Mitch Guthrie in his new Lone Star Build Pro R here. So that's first, second, and third in the open class. I already got confused again. So AJ Jones is second in the turbo class. See, T makes sense, right? Turbo 808. Okay, that one makes sense. I get it. That's fine. That one makes sense. So then Michael McFadden is running there. Joe Tarana is running in the turbo class. Looks like fourth probably. Ryan Piplick is running there. And now look, that's a 2815. So we have a 2900 car that's in the same class as the H cars that are in the same class as the 28 cars. So I think we're just going to go by color today instead of the number because all the whites seem to be the same. So if I refresh the screen, the color is going to be different. So don't think your whites are the same as mine. Yours might be green. It just depends on when you loaded the screen. So Ronnie Anderson also in that class, and he's coming along back here in I don't even know, fifth or whatever place that is. So all the white cars on my screen are in the same class. Then the green cars are in the same class, kind of, because green is also 6100, so we can't go off of green completely. So you guys having fun yet? All right, so Dustin Jones, if you are new, Justin Lambert. So he's got an H with 3 numbers on it. So you can have 1, 2, or 3 numbers after the H, I guess. It's just however many you want to have there. All right, so that's a look at them. I don't know who's leading overall in UTV. Who knows? We'll get a better look later. Maybe if we go to the racing tracks, split times. Here we go. Let's see. All right, the split times are probably correct in having them all in the same class at least. So Trophy Unlimited, that's the H class or the 2800s or the 2900s. So we have Brandon Sims actually leading on time by 4 seconds over Mitch Guthrie right now. Mitch Guthrie Jr. second on time. Remember, this is on corrected time, not physical. Then we have third is Braden Baker, only 8 seconds behind. So 4 seconds back, then 8 seconds back. Cody Bradbury, Mikey Kelly, and Ryan Piplick, the only ones through mile 50. Now, if we look at the Pro Turbo class, we only have 3 through 50. So Michael McFadden is actually leading on time, and then AJ Jones is in front of him, but he's actually second by about 35 seconds right now. So AJ's in second place, corrected time by 35 seconds, and then Joe Tarana is about 3 minutes back from them, almost in third. So that's this board's probably easier to figure out who's what because they're all on the same list right here, not different numbers and everything. So that's that. So is Phil Blurton leading overall? No, I don't think so because he's not. Where is Phil Blurton? He should be in this class, though, shouldn't he? Oh, here, we have a turbo that's different. I don't know. So turbo is different from Pro Turbo, maybe? I don't know. Now I'm really confused. So turbo's listing Bruce Bingquist in a separate class from Pro Turbo, but I don't see where is Phil Blurton. I don't know. He's not listed on here somewhere, but he should be in the Pro Turbo, shouldn't he? Didn't we see him on here? Or maybe Phil Blurton's tractor's not working, and that's why we don't see Phil Blurton. That would make more sense. All right. All right, now that I'm totally confused, we're going to go look at the front and then be done with this update. So, mile 32. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Look at this. Ryan Arciero, 0 miles an hour. That is not good. That is not a planned pit. That is right on the top of a peak. Look at this. If we click on the peak, you can see what it, that's, oh, maybe it'll bring it up. Yeah, look at this. Right on the top of the mountain here. If we turn the layers on, the satellite layers, look at this. This is not a pretty spot where Ryan got the flat. You can see right here, this is very rocky. Up in the mountains here, very rocky. Not a good spot to be. That is not a good access spot either. So Ryan Arciero stopped right there on that corner. So right here, he's pulled over. He probably pulled over right here, so which means he probably got the flat somewhere right back in here. I'm going to assume it's a flat. We're going to see. We'll stay on this for a minute and see if he keeps going again. But you can see we just had a lead change. Justin Lofton is now your physical leader. Just got around Ryan Arciero. We'll see how long Ryan is stopped for. If it's a tire, it should be about 2 minutes tops, really. Nowadays, these guys are really fast. So we'll see. What time did it update? 13:19. So remember that, 13:19. We're going to write that down, or we will forget. We're gonna watch this for a minute and see. Now we got Householder is going to be coming next, so he might be able to get around Ryan depending on how long he stopped. If he stopped here for more than another minute or so, oh, there you go, he's going again. Okay, look at that, flat tire, just like we thought. I guarantee you that was a flat tire. No big deal. Got it changed pretty fast. He did lose a position though, so Ryan is not going to be very happy right now. He is going to be a little bit pissed at himself because he just lost clean air. And that's big in this race because there is not a lot of room to pass here. This is not like Baja where there's a lot of lines and you got the pre-run. You're not supposed to pre-run, although all these guys go bird watching. But there's not a lot of different lines here. It is a lot of single track, one line. The only way Ryan's going to be able to get back around the 41 really is if the 41 has a problem or he's able to pass him in the pit, because there's no way Justin Lofton is going to pull over and let Ryan go back around him. So Justin Lofton is stoked right now, and Ryan is pissed right now. So this could get exciting. Then Adam Householder has no idea what just happened in front of him. Not much really changed for him, except the car that's now in front of him, and you might see dust, is now the 32. So interesting. You just saw that live. That was a lead change. The first lead change of the day that we've seen, because Ryan started first, and he was first on the road until now. Most likely just a quick flat, got it changed, and going again. All right, so that's perfect way to end this update, and you guys just saw it there. So the 41, your new race leader physical, he was leading on time before, so now he's leading by even more on time. So now all he has to do is keep 32 behind him, and he knows no matter what, he's good. If he finishes in front of the 32, it's impossible for the 32 to beat him. So, yeah, definitely interesting. We're only 200 miles into this race. We got another 300 to go. Lots of time for anything to happen. So we'll be back. We'll come back at 2 and give you guys another update. For those of you just tuned in, the biggest news we had was BJ Baldwin was out with a blown engine. That was the only one of our top runners that's out so far that I've seen. So bummer for BJ, but he's out with a blown engine. I guess it's better than blowing a tranny. But either way, it's not good. So bummer for them. And yeah, we'll be back at 2 o'clock for the next update here on Fishgistics. Thanks guys for tuning in. We'll keep you guys posted all day. We're not getting a lot of media because there's not a lot out there at this race. Honestly, there's a lot of guys in the pits, and that's it. There's not really open spectating anywhere, so it's hard to get pictures or anything to post for you guys because there's nobody on the course much. So if we find stuff, I'll be posting it. But if you guys are out there and get anything cool, definitely send it to me so we can post. But I'm not seeing too much on social media so far, so hopefully we'll find some more stuff for you guys. All right, we'll see you guys back at 2 o'clock with your next Fishgistics update. See you guys then.